Today, I'm going to explain a little bit about Cornell notes. Now, this is a style of notes that has existed for about 70 years. I'm giving you my specific version that I think will be useful in our high school science course context during online learning. Okay, but it's a strategy that you can adapt and use anytime you need to remember information, whether that's from an academic class, from a class at the tech school, or really anything in life that you need to learn about. All right, first let me show you an example. Here's what our Cornell Notes setup will look like. We have the unit and section title at the top. We have the main ideas in the middle right. We have the questions, comments, keywords, and pictures on the left. And we have a summary at the bottom. Let me explain each of these things to you. And first of all, the purpose of Cornell Notes is to help you read closely and to put your own thoughts into the notes you're taking. You'll use your notes to ask and answer questions in live class, to complete assignments, and to study for tests and quizzes. When we start a new topic, we'll begin with vocab and a preview of the unit. Then you'll get a small set of slides to view and take notes during asynchronous work. That's when you'll be making these. The next day, we'll share our summaries, comments, and answer questions you have about the notes. After that, you'll use them for various assignments and to study for quizzes and tests. Each Cornell page will start with the unit and topic at the top. This is the title or theme of the set of notes you're taking for the day. Under that, as you open a slide, you'll read what it says and you'll put the important information in the right side column for main ideas. You can copy paste, but it's better if you can use your own words. Next to that info, on the left side, you'll think about what you saw in the main slides and represent it on the right. On this side, you'll add your own info. This could be one of a few things. A comment. This is similar or different to something else that we've studied. This seems important. It's surprising or it's expected. It's unclear, something like that. It could be a question. Why? How does this work? How does the animal? Does that mean? Is that the same as? Those are all questions that would make sense to ask in this context. Keywords. In all caps, put one or two words to help you find this info again. Something like reproduction or states of matter, something that will key you in to what you're reading about on the other side. That's for when you look back at it later to easily find the info you needed. Last of all, you might want some images. You could copy an image off a slide or look up an image of an organism or structure, especially if you're not sure what that looks like. Now, sometimes in our notes, we'll have a diagram with tons of info. That you'll want to put in the right side of your notes, not as a little image on the left. Okay, after you finish the last slide for your set, you're going to make a summary down the bottom here. Summary will include what were the biggest ideas. You can keep your answer short since you have lots of more info above on the page. When you study these notes, you'll use the summary at the bottom to see how much you already remember and how much you still need to study, as well as to find the right page of notes to study for a specific topic. All right, next we're going to see an example of a filled out page, just to give you a feel for how that would look. Taking a look at this example page of Cornell Notes, you see where it says written Cornell Notes across the top. That's where we would be putting our unit and section title. And on the left, it says keywords and ask questions. We'll also be putting some comments and maybe even some images there, which is helpful when we're doing this in a digital method. In the main column where it says Cornell Notes Use, you see examples of the way they're organizing information as they go down. You can feel free to use bullet points or a tiny chart inside the chart during your note taking if you need to. Okay, you could go to insert cells to add cells or copy and paste a little chart that's on the slide into that side if you needed to. So here they've used star-shaped bullets, arrow-shaped bullets, and things like that. You can mimic that in whatever ways you would like when you're filling out that main section. At the bottom, you see the word summary. That's going to go across the whole page and sum up everything you saw above in just a couple sentences. You don't need to repeat everything that's on there. So this is what our finished product will look sort of like. If you'd like to take them by hand, I would want you to have a conversation with me about that, either by email or during office hours, or mention it in live class. Okay. But for most people, I think that using a Google Doc is going to be the best method. With that explanation and examples, I know you're probably not ready to do this all on your own yet, but I'll give you some practice and ease you into it from here. Thanks for taking the time to learn about Cornell notes today, and I hope they serve you really well this marking period and in your future.